Here's some real time in my pantry. You'll see a lot of yellow lights. These are for s'mores. I got a little bag of chocolate chips for these kids. That's that cake I didn't make yet. That was BOGO. And here's some stuff we're going to use. Look, if you can get these kind of rice bags, that's the kind of the bag with the real rice in it. This was $1. It was on clearance at Sprouts. Yes, they do clearance at Sprouts. Walk that store. You'll find some good deals. So what you do is you add the beans. Look, another yellow light. To the rice. You add your seasoning. We don't got to steal, baby. You get these cans. This is a food pantry can. So what I do is I'm going to add this can to half of this can. And then you cook that on the stove or in your Instant Pot or your slow cooker all day. And you get your chili. You get your chili seasoning you put in there. So here's another thing you might get from the pantry. You might get some green beans. Now, what are we going to do with those? You take those. You don't just dump them out and eat them. You put them in, you drain them, you rinse them. You put some garlic. You put some bacon bits or some other vegetable to go along with it, like a canned carrot, a canned bean. And then you cook that in the stove. Make sure you put a little salt on it. If you got chicken broth, you can add that to any vegetable you're getting out of a can. But that's the key. You rinse it first and don't cook it long. I got this, and you can add some tuna to that. And there you go. You got a casserole. Now, both of these things you can see only cost under $2. Get you a fat bag of frozen peas and add to it, and that's a complete meal, high protein for your babies. You get this. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to mix this up with some cornmeal. You can get a box of Jiffy cornbread, and again, frozen vegetable, like a mixed vegetable or a canned vegetable, and you can mix in there, and you mixed all of that with one egg. And if you don't have an egg for a fish cake, you can use flax seeds, which are sometimes on sale. I see that a lot. You can use the vegetable that you do. Get you a canned carrot and you mash that up, and it'll bind your fish cake up real good. Put a little bit of the cornbread mix in there. This one, you're going to drain that out really well. You're going to add half a can of this, a whole can of the water, and that is a real good pasta sauce to go with your pasta that you get from anywhere. You can just keep adding these canned vegetables, drain them out. This week, this was $1.29 at Aldi. This was on a half price clearance at Dollar General. Walk in these stores, look for these clearance tags. At Aldi, you're going to look for a red tag. You don't have to steal. Those are my treat cakes. Don't mind those treat cakes. This was another one. I can't eat the pasta, so I get this. Last month, that was half price at Aldi. It was like $2 for this bag. I'm the only one that will eat this in my house, so I'll cut it into probably 3 or 4. It says it has 3 servings, but I'll probably cut it up into more than that. You can melt a piece of cheese on any noodle, and that is macaroni. So, if you have any questions, say you got some foods that you don't know what to do with them foods. You see, you don't have to use the whole box of pasta at once. You just scoop some out. So if you don't know what to do with your foods, put the ingredients you have into ChatGPT, and it will help you by spitting out a recipe. Oh, what's that? Dried beans. Here we go. See y'all later.